Okay, it's time to start. So welcome, Malcolm. How are you today?
Well, thank you so much. I'm very fine.
Okay, that's perfect. Nice to listen to you today, Malcolm. So yesterday, you couldn't participate, but I am happy that today you can. Okay, welcome to our class. Let's see.
Thank you
Okay,
for that.
okay. Excel is here. So hello, Excel. How are you today?
Hello, I am doing great. Everything's okay.
Okay, that's something fine. Okay, so welcome. Okay, thank you for being here. Luis, hello. How are you today?
Hello, Christian. I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Okay, I am fine today. Well, this week has been a little bit busy, but I am great. So everything is fine for me. Thank you for being here, Luis. Welcome to our class. Okay, everybody, before we start, let me text your classmates. So Josue is here. Also, give me a second. Okay, Exal is here, Malcolm, also Luis, also Josue. So let me text the group for your other classmates. Okay. Hello, Josue. Welcome. How are you today?
Well, I went to sleep, but I'm not okay.
You want to sleep, but you're okay. Okay, so thank you for being here, Josue. So how was your day? Was it busy?
Not busy, but I was doing a lot of things here in my house.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm happy because I was finished.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you finished with all of those activities. So well done. Okay, thank you for being here. Today, everybody, we can start with our class. So just before we start, let me share my screen. I want to tell you guys, thank you for being here. Well, today we have an interesting class, guys, and I hope we can practice today. Let me share my screen with you, and then we move. Okay, everybody, today, to start with our class, we will match some vocabulary. We will talk about natural wonders. What are the natural wonders, everybody? So are all the landscapes that we have around the world, okay? So let's check some words, some vocabulary, and pay attention to the pictures. You have to match the word with the picture. So right now, let's go one by one. Tell me, please, Luis, one picture, okay? Tell me one picture and tell me one word. Go ahead.
Okay. Uh, how do I like this one? Like,
Okay, so you can tell me maybe the number. So 1, 2, 3, like that. But it's okay.
okay.
This one is lake. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Luis. Listen now to Josue. Okay, Josue, tell me another picture. And
The seventh one is volcano.
which one?
The seventh one.
Seventh. Seventh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, the sixth one. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking about it. So very good. That's the correct one. So it's volcano. Thank you. Now let's go with Excel. Okay, Excel, help me with another picture and another word.
Okay, the number 4 is river.
Okay, number 4 is river. Very good. Okay, so we have 3 words. Now, Malcolm, tell me another word.
One, I guess, is
Iceland.
glacier.
Oh, which one, Malcolm?
Iceland.
Oh, what number?
And the fifth one.
Okay, the 5th. Very good job. Thank you, Malcolm. That's right. Let's continue. Luis Garcia, tell me another word.
Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
Number 6, archipelago.
Number 6.
I don't know how to say the word in English.
Okay,
Archipelago.
don't worry. Don't worry. We will practice pronunciation in a moment. So number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The first one in the second row.
Oh, the first one. This one.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's continue. Well, today we have, well, right now we have Fernando here. Hello, Fernando.
Hi, good night.
Hi, good night. Welcome. Okay, today we are talking about natural wonders. So we are matching the words with the pictures. Can you tell me one word and the number of the picture?
Me?
Yes, okay. Right now we are just guessing, okay? So it doesn't have to be correct, but we can guess.
Number 8, dessert.
Okay, very good. It's dessert. Nice job. Aha. Let's continue with our next one. Excel, tell me another number and the word.
Number 12, rainforest.
Okay, perfect. That's right. Great answer. Now, let's check Josue. Okay, Josue, tell me another word and another number.
Number 11 is a reef.
Reef. Okay, 11, this one?
No, 10, 10, 10, sorry. I don't know why I am confused with the number.
Yeah, I can say it. Okay, so that's why I wrote the number. So maybe it will be easier. Well, thank you, Josue, for your help. Now, Malcolm, tell me what are what are the next ones? Tell me a number and a word.
Mountain, 11th.
Okay, very good. Pretty good. Okay, so we have 3 more words. We have glacier, coast, and ocean. What do you think is glacier? Number 1, 2, or 9? Or 3? But no, it's not 3. Okay, 9. What do you think, Excel? Which one is glacier?
Number 2.
Number 2, very good. And what about, okay, this is kind of difficult, or it can be confusing. Which one is the ocean? What do you think, guys? Number 1 or number 9?
It's 9.
It's number 9, the ocean. So number 1 should be the coast. Okay,
Yep.
very good, everybody. Okay, we did it. We did it really nice. So let's check the following, okay? Let's check together our pronunciation. So, well, the coast, which is something like a little bit easy. Then we have glacier, glacier. That's the right pronunciation, glacier. Then we have the lake, which is common, river, which is common. In this case, everybody, it's also common, but it can be kind of confusing. The pronunciation is island, island. So the letter S in this opportunity, guys, it's mute. We don't pronounce the letter S, everybody. We only say island, okay? Then we have the volcano, which is correct in this opportunity. Then we have the archipelago, archipelago. Remember that CH in English sounds like a letter K. Archipelago, architect, archipelago. It's the same pronunciation. Then we have desert, desert. So be careful with the pronunciations, guys, because if we say dessert, we are trying to say, for example, a cupcake, a cake, or an apple pie. So that is a dessert, dessert. But in this case, this one is desert, okay? Then we have the ocean, we have a reef, mountain, and the rainforest, okay? Now, let's check some of your answers, guys. Josue, tell me please, which of these natural wonders do we have in our country?
Well, I only know that we have a lot of many volcanoes.
Yeah.
We have 2 islands. I know that we have rainforest because we have a, I don't know, how do you say laberinto?
Oh,
But we have
well,
one laberinto in a rainforest. We have a lot of mountains. We have
yeah.
oceans. We have a beautiful reef and a lot of coast. And obviously lakes.
Okay, very good. Well, which is the rainforest that we have, Josue?
Well, it's next to the Santa Ana, and we have a lot other in La Libertad.
Okay.
Well, I know the Libertad because my family lives there.
Okay. So that's why you know. Okay, very good. Thank you, Josue, for sharing. Well, the word that you asked for, laberinto, in English, we say maze. Okay, like Maze Runner, the movie. Okay, very good. Thank you, Josue. Now let's check, Luis. Which of these places do we have in our country?
We have coast and we have lakes. We have rivers, a little polluted, but we have rivers.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Sadly.
I have never been in an island, but I know we have islands and volcanoes, several volcanoes. We don't have archipelago. We don't have any, I guess. We don't have any reef. We have, well, we have the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and mountains, yes, and rainforest. I didn't know about it, but also say it, so it must be true.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Luis, for sharing. So yes, we have some of this, but now I have a question for Fernando. Fernando, do we have glaciers in El Salvador or in Honduras?
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so. So where can we find? Okay, Jose raised his hand. Okay, just give me a second, Jose. Fernando, where can we find the glaciers?
Maybe in the polos, South
In the
Pole
poles?
and North Pole.
Okay, so in the North Pole, in the South Pole. Yes, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, very good job. Now, let's see, Jose, do you have something to comment?
Yes, I am looking in Google and we doesn't know about it, but we have an archipelago near to the Golfo de Fonseca.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in it, so let me look for it. What's the name of the archipelago? Do you know the name?
Well, we have a lot of names: Isla Otomega, Otomeneguita, Los Chivos, La Casita, and a lot of more.
Otoneme. I don't know if this is the name.
Olomega.
I'm sorry. Olomega. Olomega, is that a beach or the lagoon?
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
let's
So
check.
if you share archipelago in El Salvador, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. And the most common is the Golfo de Fonseca.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know, guys. I only see islands. But we trust in Josue. Very good. Okay, so we trust in you. Now let's check the following. Oops, we have the activity over here. So let's see. Okay, so glaciers, as Fernando mentioned, there are only, or well, we can find some glaciers in South Pole and in the North Pole, and maybe in the Antarctic. Okay. Now, Excel. Next question is for you. Tell me, do we have deserts in El Salvador?
No, I don't think so that we have dessert.
Yeah, we don't
Dessert
have.
here.
We don't have deserts in El Salvador, okay? So where can we find a desert?
Mexico, United States.
Chile.
I'm not sure, but I was reading that in Chile, maybe. I'm not pretty sure, but I think there have a little dessert too.
Okay, there are some deserts in Chile, in Mexico, in the USA, of course. Another one that is common is the Sahara Desert, okay, which is not close to America, but it's another one that it's, well, it's famous, we could say. Okay, now, do we have rainforest in Central America, Malcolm? What do you think?
Yeah, we have a lot of forests in Central America.
Okay, very good. We have. Let's, well, pay attention to it, everybody. Remember that we have forest and also we have the rainforest. In the case of the rainforest, maybe we are talking about the Amazonas, okay? So the Amazonas is a rainforest. Then, for example, here in El Salvador, we have many forests, for example, El Imposible forest. We have Monte Cristo forest. So we have many, right? This is quite different, okay? So the rainforest and the forest, but both have a lot of animals. Well, in the case of rainforest, have a lot of animals, have a lot of plants and trees, and well, the Amazonas also have a river, and well, the forest also have animals, but they are kind of different. I could say that they are different. At least here in El Salvador, they are a little bit different. The kind of animals that we have. Okay. Well done. Guys, after doing this activity, as you can see, okay, we are talking about natural places, natural wonders, or in other words, everybody, we can say they are natural features, okay? So in our class for today, everybody, we will be talking about that, about natural places, and also we will use an auxiliary that we already know. Well, it's a modal verb actually. Just give me a second, guys. Just it's okay. Here we go. Okay. Well, let me share my screen with you, everybody. It was the activity that we did. So now we can move to the auxiliary, sorry, the modal verb for today's class. And today, everybody, we are talking about can. Please, everybody, pay attention to the structure. Please, Josue, read the structure.
Okay, the structure for can is subject plus can or can't plus verb plus complement.
Thank you. Okay, as you see, guys, we already started this structure and this topic. Okay, so we know how to use can and when to use it. But today, guys, we will pay attention to it because we are talking about something which is a little bit different. Okay, please read the examples. Luis, help me with example number 1 about the girls.
Okay, and they can swim at the swimming pool in the afternoon.
Very good. Okay, now help me with the next example, Fernando.
He can come before 5 p.m.
Very good. As you see, well, in these examples, we are using affirmative, well, the affirmative form of can and the negative form. Remember, can't or cannot. Both are correct in negative form. But today, everybody, we will check some important information about this. Please, help me reading, Malcolm. Read the information about this.
Can't. Remember that when we use can't, we usually talk about abilities. For example, she can ride a horse.
Nice job. Remember that generally we use can or can't well, can in affirmative to talk about abilities that we have. But when we use can't, we are talking about abilities that we don't have. Remember that today our class is about natural wonders and also about can. So we will not talk about abilities, but we will check another use of can. Please, everybody, pay attention to it. Please, Excel, read the information about can.
Okay. Today we are using can to talk about possibilities. We commonly use can to talk about the present possibility. For example, we can sit a bonfire in the forest.
Thank you. We can set a bonfire in the forest. So my question is for you, Excel. Okay, do you like bonfires, Excel?
Bonfire.
This is a
I'm
bonfire.
not sure, but yeah, but it's not really common that I do it.
Okay, so it's not a common activity for you.
Yes.
Ah, come on, okay. But I have a question for you, Excel. Can you set a bonfire in your house?
Yes, I can do it.
Yes, and well, do you think is it dangerous?
Yes, but I can do it in a good place, not in the middle of the living room.
Okay, so you need a specific place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
As you can see, okay, today we are talking about can. Okay, today we are using can to talk about possibilities, not abilities. In this opportunity, the question isn't, can you set a bonfire? In this opportunity, my question will not be, can you set a bonfire? Because I imagine that setting a bonfire is kind of difficult. Okay, but my question is not, yes, I can, or my answer is not, yes, I can, and no, I can't. In this opportunity, my question is, where can you set a bonfire? Okay, as you can see, we are not talking about the ability to do an action, but we are talking about the possibility of doing it. So where can I do it? I can set a bonfire in my house. Excel says yes. And yes, guys, we can, but we have to be really careful. We have to be very careful at the moment of doing it, okay? So the possibility exists, but it's not very common. On the other hand, we can see that we have the forest. Josue, can we set a bonfire in the forest?
Yes, if we have careful, because you know the trees and the animals.
That's right. So do we need a specific place, Josue?
Yes.
Yes.
For example, you have to make a circle with rocks, and you set the bonfire between.
So in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. That's a good point. And I didn't know about the rocks. So thank you for telling me, okay, Josue. Well, as you see, we need a specific place. We need specific conditions to set the bonfire. As you see, we are talking about the possibility of doing something, okay? So not about the ability. Because if I ask if you have the ability, if you can do it, maybe some of you say yes, because you have ever done it. But some of you will say, I don't know, I never set a bonfire. But if we ask, what can you do over there? What can you, or where can you set a bonfire? So you can tell me specific places. Maybe in my house, but in the backyard or in the garden. Well, in the garden, no, it's too dangerous. But in the backyard. Or you can tell me, oh, I can do it in the forest, following the steps as Josue mentioned. So I have to make a circle of rocks and all of those. Okay, so in specific conditions. Now, Let's go back to our first examples. We have, they can swim at the swimming pool in the afternoon, and he can't come before 5 p.m. My question is for all of you. Are the sentences talking about ability or are the sentences talking about possibility? What do you think?
The second one, yes, is a possibility.
Okay, second one is for
But the first
possibility.
one, well, they can. Or tell me, partner.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Malcolm, this
The first
opportunity is
one
for you.
is, yeah, thank you. The first one is about ability because it's talking about swim.
Okay, but my question is for all of you is, can they only swim in the afternoon? So in the morning they can't? They don't have the ability?
No, they can swim all the day.
Okay, but what about this sentence? Look, read all the examples. They can swim at the swimming pool in the afternoon. Is it talking about ability or possibility?
I guess it's a
Possibility.
possibility.
Yes, it's
Okay,
possibility.
it's possibility. What do you think, Fernando?
I guess it's a possibility because you mentioned it, the time where they can swim.
Okay, so very good point. Okay, that's a great opinion. So everybody, we are talking about possibility. Why? As Malcolm mentioned, the girls can swim the whole day since the morning until night, and they can continue swimming next day. Okay, so that's an ability that they always have. But in this opportunity, we are talking about possibility because we mentioned a specific time in the afternoon. Why? Why is it a possibility? Maybe in the morning they can't go swimming. Why? Because they study in the morning, because they don't have permission from her parents. So, from their parents, I'm sorry. So, well, that's in a second. Okay, thank you guys for waiting. Well, Josue mentioned something important. So depends on if the swimming pool has the rule to only swim in the afternoon. So as you can see, we have to follow specific conditions. In this case, they can't swim in the they can only swim in the afternoon because of different conditions, right? So that's why it's possibility. In the second example, since it's negative, we are not talking about possibility, but we are talking about impossibility, okay? But why? Everybody, because we are saying that he can't do something before 5 p.m. Why? Because of different conditions. Maybe he is working before 5 p.m. Maybe he is studying. Maybe he is doing any other activity, but he can't get to one place because of specific conditions. So remember, we have to follow specific conditions to do an activity, to have the possibility of doing something or not having the possibility. Okay? Let's check right now. Okay, let's check right now, everybody, some other activities. Okay, right now we will check some places. Now, let's read the question. Please, Luis, read the question.
Any question?
Oh, the question that it's in the title.
Yeah, I mean only the question, or should I read the example?
Oh, you can read both. Okay, both. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. What can you do there? look at the place and tell me activities you can do.
Very good. So we will start practicing the possibility of doing some activities in this place, okay? So right now, before we start, tell me, Luis, what is this place?
It's a river.
Okay, it's a river. Yeah, okay. River. Okay. Now, what activities can we do in a river? What do you think, Josue?
Well, we can take pictures or have a good time with the family, or just enjoy the scenery because the picture is beautiful.
Okay, very good. So you told me 3 activities. So take pictures, spend time with family, or share with family. Both are correct. With family or share. Share with family. Or enjoy the landscape, okay, or the scenario. Very good. So we have 3 different activities. Now, Luis, what other activities can you do in a river?
You can go swimming on the river.
Excellent. You can go swimming in a clean river. You can go swimming. Okay, very
It's pretty
good.
clean. We
Yeah,
don't have
that one
rivers that
like that.
we don't have rivers like that.
Yeah, sadly we
Sorry.
don't. Okay, but okay, so in that river we have the possibility. Now I have a question. Excel, can we watch TV in that river?
No, we can't.
So do we have the possibility, Excel?
Repeat again, please.
Do we have the possibility to watch TV in that river?
I'm not sure because there are not electricity.
Very good. There is
Oh.
no electricity. Very good, Excel. There is no electricity, so we can't watch TV. We can take pictures because, well, in this case, we can have our cell phone. So if you have the specific condition, if you have your cell phone, you can take pictures. So we have to follow a specific condition. Spend time with family. Of course, you can share or you can spend time with them if you are with them. You can enjoy the landscape, only see the clouds and the river or the lake. You can go swimming if you can swim. So we have to follow specific conditions, okay? But since we don't have electricity, we can't watch TV, okay? Now, as you can see, we have to follow specific conditions to do something, okay? That's why when we use can in this opportunity, we are not talking about abilities, okay? Of course, the abilities are important because in this case, as I mentioned, if you can swim, so you can go swimming. But if you can't, of course, you don't go and get into the water, right? But the possibility exists. Okay, now let's go to our second picture. Okay, Malcolm, what is this place?
It is a mountain.
Okay, it is a mountain. Do you like mountains?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, very good. No problem. Okay, now Malcolm, let's think about some activities you can do at the mountain. What do you think you can do there?
We can climb. We can do climbing in a mountain. Um, we can use a telepheric.
Oh, use a cable car? Like el teleférico, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so a cable car. In that case, we say a cable car.
Cable car. Okay.
Yeah.
And we can do a cycling mountain.
Okay, we can go cycling. Well, I'm not pretty sure about it, but it depends on the mountain, okay? But yes, it's possible, okay? So very good activities, Malcolm. As you see, we have three activities: climb, use a cable car. It depends if we have or if you have in that mountain there is a cable car or not. And then you can go cycling, also depending on the conditions of the mountain. Now, Fernando, what other activities can we do at the mountain?
Maybe go hiking.
Okay, very good. You can go hiking.
Maybe camping.
Okay, we can go camp. We can camp, okay, or go camping. Both are correct. Go camping. So very good activities. Now, as you can see, we have different activities. Most of them we use go because we have to move from one place to another place to do an activity. But now I have a question. Well, Fernando, can you ride a bike? I mean, do you have the ability?
Yes, of course.
Okay, very good. I ask you because I can't, okay, but it's great, okay? So you have the ability to ride a bike. Now, my question for you, Fernando, is, can you ride a bike everywhere or only in the mountain?
Only what, sorry?
Only in the mountains or everywhere?
I guess in everywhere.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so everywhere. As you see, Fernando has the ability, but the possibility, we have to follow specific conditions, as I mentioned. So in this case, the mountain needs specific conditions or good conditions for the wheels of the bike. Also, in this case, okay, so if it is not, well, if it has like, it is not very difficult to go to the top, so that's another condition that we have to take into account. But the ability exists. Okay, now let's move to our next picture, everybody. As you can see, okay, we are using can, but not talking about the ability that we have, because we have an ability and this ability continues everywhere or in any moment. But when we are talking about possibility, we use it and we have to follow specific conditions. Let's move. Tell me, Excel, what is this place?
It's a
I
beach.
can give a pronunciation to that. Always say ocean because I can give a pronunciation.
So the ocean. The
Always
other one is
all
beach.
positive.
Okay, it's beach. So make a long sound, okay? Long, okay? Beach, okay?
Beach.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if you make it short, that's another word. And with the letter
Yeah,
E,
that is
like with the
that
letter
is the
E,
problem.
like B, like that, okay? But now beach, okay? This is the beach, okay? Tell me, Excel, what activities can you do in a beach?
Play soccer.
Okay, that's a good activity to start. Play soccer. What else?
Run.
Huh?
Take a picture. Swim.
And many others, okay? Pretty good, Excel. You know many activities, so you really like the beach, okay? You can play soccer, you can run, you can take pictures, you can swim. The ability exists, but the possibility, we have to follow specific conditions. So we can play soccer. Of course, we need a ball, we need a soccer ball, but also we need to have a wet sand. Why wet sand, everybody? Because if not, you will burn, okay? Your feet. But we have to follow specific conditions. We have the ability to do this everywhere. But in this place, at the beach, we need specific conditions, okay? Now, everybody, let's check our last example, which is this place, okay? Luis, what is this place?
It's a desert.
Nice, it's a desert. Oops. Give me a second. Desert. Nice. Okay, it's a desert. Well, this is kind of difficult, but what can you do in a desert, Luis?
You can die. You can die.
Okay, so you can
Oh, yeah.
die.
There are people that do like snowboarding, but with sand. So sandboarding, I guess.
Yeah, actually, it is kind of, I don't know, ridiculous, but that's the correct name. So sandboarding.
Okay. And I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, but well, that's those are good activities. Well, the first one, no, right? The first one, it's yes, of course, it's possible. It's a possibility, but it's not a great it's not a great activity. Okay, so anybody goes it because he wants to. But okay, sandboarding, it's a good idea. What do you think, Malcolm? What's another, or what are another activities that more activities that we can do in a desert?
Mm, broncear, no sé cómo se dice. Broncearse.
Okay, it is not take. Give me a second, okay.
Take a sound.
Okay, tan. Yeah, that could be a good a good one. Tan, because the other one have a sunbathe, but this is not a sunbathe. That's why I didn't write it like this. But tan it's, I guess it's more common, okay, or we can call it like that, tan. Any other activity?
And we can do in science renewable energy.
Which activity? I'm sorry.
In science, we can do renewable energy.
Oh, so it's like to create, give me a second. Renew, like this?
Renewable energy.
Energy. Okay, I didn't know that. But okay, that's a great activity. Thank you. Well, as you can see, okay, we are talking about specific activities that we can do in these places. Can we do these activities in some other places? Well, in this case, Tan, yes, we can do it according with specific conditions. Can we die in some different places? Yes, we can, following certain conditions or specific conditions. In the case of sandboarding or create renewable energy, so we need also specific conditions, and we need, in this case, to be in one specific place. The conditions and the place. As you can see, this is about possibilities. We didn't talk about abilities today. I didn't ask you, can you do or make a, no, in this case, do. So can you do sandboarding, or can you go sandboarding? I don't know if you can, or we didn't have the opportunity, the experience yet, okay? But I didn't ask you about that. We were talking about only about possibilities. All of my questions were about possibilities. So you can do this activity in this place. If you have the ability, well, let's do it. If you don't have the ability, learn, okay? But the opportunity, it's over there in those places. Today, everybody, just before we go, we will read, or we will practice a little bit our reading. Everybody, please pay attention to it. This is an advertisement about the islands of Hawaii, okay? Do you like Hawaii, guys? Yeah, okay, yes, guys. It looks like a very beautiful place, okay? So today we will talk about the islands of Hawaii and some activities you can do in Hawaii. Not because the ability, because the possibility, okay? Everybody, in this moment, you have 2 minutes to, with microphones off, please practice your pronunciation, okay? Read all the information about Hawaii and the islands of Hawaii, and then we are going to read together. Okay, everybody? Practice, okay? Go ahead and practice your pronunciation. Welcome to the islands of Hawaii. There are lots of exciting activities for all the family. Number 1, learn to surf. Do you like water sports? In Hawaii, there are lots of beaches where you can learn to surf. It isn't easy, but it's exciting and fun. Give it a try. Snorkel. There are beautiful coral reefs around the island of Hawaii. You can swim with colorful tropical fish and see enormous manta rays. Manta rays look quite scary, but they aren't dangerous. Watch the whales. More than 6,000 humpback whales visit Hawaii every year. They arrive in December and stay until May. Take a boat trip and get close to these amazing animals. If you are lucky, you can see them jump out of the water. It's amazing. Make a sandcastle. Hawaii is famous for its beautiful beaches, but the sand isn't always yellow. You can find red, black, green, and white sand here. It's the perfect place to make a fantastic sandcastle. Okay, continue, guys. I'm sorry for interrupting. Continue practicing. Okay, everybody, time's over. So right now, let's read together this paragraph. We are 5 people and we have, okay, 5 paragraphs. Okay, some of them are shorter than others, but we are going to practice. To start with this, please, let's pay attention to Josue. Okay, Josue, read the first part about welcome.
Wait, because my screen is turning dark. Okay, welcome to Islands of Hawaii. There are a lot of exciting activities for all the family.
Thank you. Continue. Okay, Excel. Learn to surf.
Okay, learning to surf. Do you like water sport? In Hawaii, there are a lot of beaches where you can learn to surf. It is not easy, but it's exciting and fun. Give it a try.
Thank you for reading, Excel, and good pronunciation. Beaches. That was perfect. Okay, claps for you. Let's continue, please, Fernando. Read about snorkel.
Snorkel. There are a beautiful coral reefs around the islands of Hawaii. You can swim with colorful tropical fish and see enormous manta rays. Manta rays look quite scary, but they aren't dangerous.
Nice job. Thank you. Please help me with the next one. Malcolm, watch the whales.
Watch the whales. More than 6,000 humpback whales visit Hawaii every year. They arrive in December and stay until May. Take a boat trip and get close to these amazing animals. If you are lucky, you can see them jump out of the water. It's amazing.
Nice job, Malcolm. Good pronunciation. Now, Luis, help me reading about making a sandcastle.
Okay, make a sandcastle. Hawaii is famous for its beautiful beaches, but the sand isn't always yellow. You can find red, black, green, and white sand here. It's the perfect place to make a fantastic sandcastle.
Amazing job. Thank you, Luis. Great pronunciation and fluency. Okay, as you see, everybody, in this reading, we have different activities. You can learn to surf. If let's follow only the titles, okay? You can learn to surf, you can snorkel, you can see the whales, and also you can make sand castles. Okay, so we have 4 different activities. You can do many more activities, okay? But in this case, well, the reading, it's mainly about those activities. So pay attention to it. Can you learn to surf? For example, in the city, what do you think, Malcolm? Can you do it in the city?
No, we can do surf in the city.
Very good. So where can we surf?
We can surf at the beaches and the oceans.
Very good. So we can do it in the beach or in the ocean, right? So as you see, the possibility exists, okay? What's the problem? Maybe we can't surf, we don't have the ability, but we can learn in Hawaii, okay? Now, we can see the whales, but there is something important. When can we see the whales? Luis, when can we see them?
In Hawaii, you can see them from December to May.
Very good. There is a specific time, okay?
Yep.
So we have to follow the specific condition. If you go in January, so you can see the whales. If you go in April, you see the whales. If you go in August, I'm sorry guys, but you will not see them, okay? Because, well, that's not the time for whales in Hawaii. Now, let's continue reading and pay attention to it. What colors can you see the sand in Hawaii? Fernando, what do you think?
What color, what, sorry?
What color can you see sand in Hawaii? There are different colors.
You can find the red, black, green, and white sand in this place.
Very good. And also yellow, of course. Okay. So as you see, everybody, there are different, okay, conditions that we have to follow to see those things or to have this experience in these places. For today, everybody, that's all, okay? Tomorrow, we will continue practicing a little bit of possibility and also about places. Remember that yesterday we didn't finish at least with our practices, so tomorrow we will also practice. Please, guys, try to continue practicing and I hope to see you tomorrow. Just before we go, let's check what is our homework. Everybody, please pay attention to it. Remember that we have to complete, everybody, our activities in the platform. Please continue working on them. Well, first of all, guys, we are going to start in activity 4.1.6. I'm sorry because letter T is missing, guys, but you know what is the activity, okay? So 4.1.6, and we will finish in 4.3. As you see, we are talking about comparative and superlatives in these 2 activities. We didn't study this in this unit, but we studied it before. We have the intensifier, the adverbs of degree. Remember, to, extremely, very, pretty, fairly, and nearly. And after that, everybody, we have a practice about can, or well, we have the grammar about can and should. We didn't study should this time, everybody, but we will study it next week, okay? Please, everybody, complete the activities, continue working, and I hope to see you working on the platform, and I hope to see you tomorrow in our class. Nice to see you today, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good
Bye-bye,
night.
everybody. Take care.
Good
See you
night.
tomorrow.
Bye.